culture, guys. You should try it out sometime.
Come on.
Ooh, that felt good.
Hey, what you working on?
About game time, bring the pain time.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball. And a moment to check out who New York has coming up. On Thursday, they'll be facing Jason Tatum and the Boston Celtics. Then on Friday, they'll be taking on Cade Cunningham and the Detroit Pistons.
What a great opportunity for this team to take a step forward. They have some tough road games coming up, and that kind of stretch can bring a team together. Winning some of these games would be huge for their overall confidence.
A look at Cleveland's opening lineup. Mobley and Allen patrol the paint for him. Mitchell and Strus are out on the wings. And it's Garland in at the point. And for the Knicks, Mikal Bridges is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's MP in at the one. Grant, we've got quite a game in store for us tonight. Two of the top teams in the Eastern Conference.
Well, you know what they say, B.A. To be the best, you got to beat the best. I'm sure that's what both teams are thinking, so I expect them to be highly motivated.
Now here's Strus. Allen with a screen on Brunson. Garland for three. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
He is an elite offensive rebounder. Allen is especially good at getting ideal positioning on that glass.
Count it.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. For Cleveland, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. Back to Mitchell. Outside Garland. The three. And it's New York with a rebound. They come into this one following the loss to Minnesota.
On the road, they got owned defensively. They just couldn't match the activity level of their opponent.
Yeah, if you allow a team to shoot such a high percentage in their own building, you're going to have a big hill to climb. Just haven't found their offensive footing yet, only managing to sink one of their first 5 shots.
And a nice finish on the layup. MP's got 6 points. First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. Pass to Mobley. Three-pointer. The rebound by MP.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5.
They've hit 4 of their first 5 shots. Great execution and attention to detail.
Brunson with a double team. MP's gone 4 of 5 shooting from the field. And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. This pick is mostly no surprise, but here's your player of the week for the Eastern Conference, MP.
It's clear that he's a key aspect of their offensive success. His decisions with the ball are what creates opportunities for himself and the rest of his teammates.
And Cleveland making a change here. Harris is checked in. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Garland for three. That shot is off.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
You can tell this team really relies on Darius Garland on the offensive end.
And that's because he offers options. Garland can make plays for himself and others. So you never know if he's going to make that nice pass or that nice shot.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Minnesota was a man on a mission. He ended up with 58 points, and he didn't need a ton of extra possessions to get to that total. That night will be etched in people's memories. He was relentless. I'm curious to see how he follows it up. Guys?
All right, Allie, thanks for the update. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
Now here's MP. Had a career game his last time out. Bucket after bucket. That one goes in.
Oh, fantastic start from the field for him. 6 for 8.
Cavaliers trail by 7. And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively. Something that needs to change and change soon.
And coach called his timeout to try and reset things on offense. Shake them up a bit so they can hopefully start getting some shots to fall.
So New York ends up going with a whole new group. Now, since we have this break, here are the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. In the third spot, the Knicks leading by 6. Jalen Brunson is out there with MP. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. And it's McBride in at the 3. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Ayton. It's good on the putback.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Here's Ball. Still without a bucket. Pass to Tyson from behind the arc. The 3 from Mitchell gets it to drop. Now 2 of 4.
You could see that Mitchell was hungry on that play, ready to fire as soon as he touched that ball.
MP against Ball. Here's MP. MP right through him.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
The Cavaliers trail by 7. The kick to Hunter. Cleveland working the ball around now. And it's Mitchell, the miss. The Knicks have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Here's MP. Down low, MP drops it in.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Cleveland has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Mitchell, there's Ball with a 3. And it's MP with a rebound. New York leading by 9. MP beats the contact.
What a finish by MP. He just finds a way to convert through contact.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Cleveland. They host the Hawks after this one, and that's the first of just 2 home games for them. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Donovan Mitchell can put up points, but he's sacrificing some of that to get his teammates going. He said, quote, "For me, it's about balancing, picking my spots, picking my games, empowering everybody. But sometimes I've got to go do what I'm paid to do." Brian, back to you.
He can heat up in a hurry. Thank you very much for the report, Allie.
I like this move to the full court press, putting some extra pressure on the offense.
Good on the shot. Harris has got his second basket on the night.
We're used to seeing Harris from the outside, but Tobias, he can step up. He's got the size to do some work down low.
Well, Grant, Tobias Harris has been around the league. What's his best asset?
You know, I think it's his reliability. And versatility. Harris is always on the floor, having led the NBA in games played multiple times. He just gets the job done.
No, he's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
Cavaliers trail by 12. Stolen by MP. Lets it go. And it's New York with another.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. So New York going with almost an entirely new group here. Karl Anthony Towns has checked in for Ayton. Yabusele comes in for Anunoby. Bridges, he's checked in for McBride. And it's Josh Hart in for Jalen Brunson. And the Cavaliers will go for a different look here. Allen, he's checked in for Harris. Evan Mobley comes in for Tyson. Strus, he's checked in for Hunter. And Garland is subbed in for Ball. And MP with a basket on the assist from Bridges. MP's got 26.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Yeah, when it comes to taking an offense out of its rhythm, what are some of the primary methods, Grant?
Well, BA, you have to disrupt their flow. That can come from steals, deflections, block shots, even change shots. Anything that makes them feel uncomfortable.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Our 2K leaderboard, focusing on last year's three-point shooting leaders. Fifth best, Mikal Bridges.
He shot with nearly unmatched confidence from the arc last year, and the numbers and his position on this list clearly reflect that.
Oh, MP throws it down!
Looks like MP's been practicing those in his backyard growing up.
Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T Connected Cam. Cavaliers trail by 16. Garland, the pass to Mobley. Back to Garland. Lets it go from deep. Towns with a rebound.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
And he gets the bucket. MP's got 30.
When MP is having a night like this, you just can't keep him from getting the ball.
Garland, the pass to Strus. Back to Garland from the arc. And it's New York with a rebound. MP's got 4 rebounds now. And he comes up with a bucket. MP's got 32 points in the game.
Wow, they're really being taken advantage of defensively out there. No rim protection whatsoever.
Garland for 3. On target from range.
Such a consistent shooter. Garland has worked so hard on his three-point shot.
Here's MP. Oh, MP throws it down.
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. 27 seconds left in the first half of this game. The Cavaliers trail by 19. Garland, that one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. Garland's got 5 points in the quarter.
If you want to throw out of a double team in the NBA, you really have to sell it.
Here's MP. And it's good. Off the back rim and in.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
Garland for 3. The rebound by Bridges. A deep 3 from MP. And that's not going to go. And so it's MP making things happen for the New York Knicks. He's nearing the 40-point mark, just getting whatever shot he wants. We'll be right back with you shortly.
Thanks for tuning in. We love the mountain climbing, don't we? Well, there's a huge mountain to climb for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
They know they don't have to keep shooting threes, right? When you're this cold, you just can't keep tossing up anything. It's freezing in here, Ernie.
Oh, I get it. He's cold. Ernie, you get it? I mean, I guess, yeah, it's pretty hard to win that way.
Good stuff, fellas. And now let's take a glimpse at some of the games on the upcoming schedule.
You look at Cleveland, it's still too early to tell. I mean, can't judge a movie based on the first 15 minutes. Got to let things develop.
Yeah, I could judge your movies off the first 5 minutes.
Easy, easy, easy. Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
He's been so disruptive defensively in the first half. His fast hands pick plenty of pockets.
Not only does he have solid defensive instincts, he just plays extremely hard. And I know people might not realize this, but that is a skill, and it is very difficult for the opposition. It is a recipe for disaster.
Kicking off the second half, here's Kenny Atkinson's five. Mitchell and Strus are out on the wings. Mobley and Allen patrol the paint for him. And it's Garland in at the one.
And very few teams rely on mid-range jumpers nowadays, but that's been their preferred way of finding points.
Garland for three. Drains the triple. Garland's gotten his third basket of the night.
And Garland is someone you must be aware of at all times, especially out on the perimeter.
Out of bounds. It'll be Cavaliers ball. And the Defensive Player of the Year for 2025, Evan Mobley. What makes him so formidable, Grant?
Well, you know, he has a similar physical frame to Hall of Famer Kevin Garnett. Long-armed and athletic at 6'11", and the intangibles are all there as far as timing and IQ.
Harris has checked in for Jared Allen. Garland, he's open, and the Cavaliers get another bucket right there.
Quick release jumper from Garland there, showing how fast he can get rid of it.
Shot from 12. A nice shot by MP. MP's got 4 points this quarter.
His big night continues. He is fueling this lead.
Garland against MP. And the shot is good by Garland.
A clean start to the half for them, knocking down their first 3 shots.
Here's MP. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. MP's got 42. The game.
Their success from mid-range has really set them apart today.
Here's Garland. Jacks up a 3. Hits the three-pointer. Garland's got 10 points in just the second half.
He's doing everything he can. If they want to win, others have to step up and provide some scoring.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thank you, Brian. The Cavaliers trying to make the most of their championship window. All-star Donovan Mitchell said, quote, "What I've learned is that this isn't forever. We're not invincible. You have to appreciate this because it doesn't come around too often. Not every locker room is like this." Back over to you.
Connected and driven. Allie, we appreciate the report. Here's MP. And the shot no good. A bit short. Cavaliers trail by 15. Strus with it. Now guarded by MP. Harris outside. The 3. Strus's shot is off. For New York, they've gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. The drive by MP. Hits it from the high post. MP's got 44.
MP looking confident from there. The defense has to at least respect his jump shot.
Strus finds Garland. And there's the lob. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Garland.
A sloppy turnover. When you're not locked in, pay the price.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. A different look for Cleveland. Hunter comes in for Strus, and it's Ball in for Darius Garland. New York leading by 21. Gershon Yabusele out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Shake Milton. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's MP in the point guard. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Here's Ball. Plenty of space. And it's New York with a rebound.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And MP with a basket on the assist from Anunoby. MP's got 49 in the game.
We talk about MP's confidence a lot. There he showed it, pulling up off the dribble and nailing the shot.
And Ball throws it down.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
This is what you expect from him, just coming alive and dominating in effortless fashion here in the fourth. If you give him that kind of separation, oh, he's going to take full advantage.
Stolen by Ball. Here's Harris. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. Bridges, he's checked in for New York. Josh Hart comes in for Milton. And an important part.
Oh, they've done a lot of damage in transition. Every time they see a chance to push the tempo, they're gone.
Well, something else that has stood out to me has been their aggressiveness on the boards. They're just out-muscling the opposition on the offensive glass.
The free throw drops for Harris. Richard, the league taking some steps to prevent flopping. What's the criteria for what crosses the line?
It's called STEM. It's an acronym for secondary, theatrical, exaggerated movements. Yes, that's a real term. It's kind of a limited definition, and it basically says, don't be an idiot.
Here's Garland. And it's New York with a rebound.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
Here's MP. Hunter with the rebound. For Cleveland, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. No good with the triple.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Here's MP. Another shot. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. MP's got 55.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
Brunson is checked in for New York. And a new group getting ready for the Cavaliers. Allen, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. Evan Mobley comes in for Hunter. Strus, he's checked in for Ball. And Mitchell's subbed in for Merrill. And once again, off the mark by Cleveland. The Knicks have gotten 5 of their 7 shots to fall in this final quarter. MP. Strus grabs the miss.
Looked like he just rushed it there. Just maybe take a little bit more time in the future.
Garland for 3. Counted from distance.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Strus the pass to Garland. Off target from three-point range. And so MP will bring it up for New York. Fades back. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Allen's got his 4th rebound in this one. From deep, Strus. And it's New York with a rebound.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
A nice shot by MP.
Attacking with reckless abandon. MP going all out on that drive.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Knicks.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And this will give them their 7th win of the year.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next 2 matchups between these two should be fun.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for MP.
Honestly, I just love how relentless he is on the glass, making a big effort to pull the ball in and give his teammates extra chances.
For three, here's Harris. Clarkson grabs a miss. Knicks leading by 20. Here's MP. And again.
And to see him hit the 60-point mark twice in a year, that's a special talent.
Incendiary scoring performances on any given night. And nearing third place for most 60-point games in a season. The kick out to Ball for three. And it's New York with a rebound.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
And it's in there.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game, saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
It's stolen by MP. In transition. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Lays it up and banks it in.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
Now Ball. And so it's the Knicks taking care of business in this one. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
any players with NBA.
Yeah, MP. Got a spreadsheet with 4 names. 40% career, no ball.
That's a joke, Mark.
Really enjoyed it.
What is?
Spinning twice. The last time you picked us, watch your feet. If you don't need to stand up, we got a comic right here, right now.
It's like you go on a big trip after the season.
Like Japan, Australia.
What's in Tokyo? I love seeing those steakhouses that have those games. Plus, I'd like to see one of those cat cats.
You joke.
No, they look super cool. They're even better.
I like cats. I don't here's your dedication for it. Freshman is still involved. I would say that. I don't see it. Should just do one big thing. Every year, sure. Well, could be.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. They've got Karl Anthony Towns,